Our next legend of Off-Broadway is Christine Pedi, who, as everyone knows, is an unbelievable amount of fun. For more than 3 decades, as one of the defining stars of Forbidden Broadway, Christine helped generations of theater lovers learn to laugh at their most cherished Broadway obsessions, but with affection, from Liza Minnelli to Carol Channing to Bernadette Peters to Ethel Merman and more. Her impressions are astonishing in their precision, not to mention their sheer vocal brilliance, but that's not the half of it. What made them transcendent is the affection and idiosyncrasy behind them. It's so over the top and feels entirely real at the same time. Gerard Alessandrini, the creator of Forbidden Broadway, a legend himself, said, I think exactly accurately, that Christine doesn't just do impressions of her divas, she conjures them. And the late Carl Reiner, another fan, and a gentleman who didn't under normal circumstances express himself this way, reacted to the first time he saw Christine perform like this. Who is this fucking force of nature? He actually said that. You can look it up. The answer is, of course, that she's Christine Pedi, who delighted us in iteration after iteration of Forbidden Broadway, in Spamilton, Gerard's hilarious spoof of Hamilton, in a decades-long run of Musical the Musical, one of the first.
It's the first.
It's the first new musical to be honored at the Off-Broadway Alliance many years ago. It's an entire group committee that does it. And it's not by fiat that this happens. It's consensus of thoughtful people. Christine, who is always working, can't be with us here today because she's playing Dolly Levy in Hello, Dolly at Music Theater Wichita this week. But she sent Tom Dangora, her close friend, longtime producer, friend of Off-Broadway, with his husband Michael, the restaurateurs, proprietors, and owner-operators of the new West Bank Cafe and the Laurie Beachman Theater, right? So that it's still a home for all of us to celebrate existing and to develop new work. And so to accept the award on behalf of that legend of Off-Broadway and fucking force of nature, Christine Pedi, please help me welcome Tom Dangora.
Everyone at the Tonys used their phone, and I thought it was really gauche, and then for some reason I decided I was going to do it today. And I am going to apologize in advance. I have the kind of ADHD that makes you independently produce dozens of off-Broadway shows and randomly buy restaurants. So I'm going to do my best to keep this precise. But as Peter said, Christine can't be with us because she's doing Dolly. And she's not doing it as Bernadette. She's not even doing it as Carol. Not doing it as Bette Midler. Certainly not doing it as Pearl Bailey. Canceled. She's doing it as Christine Pedi, who is such a star. And as we just heard, she is the greatest impressionist in the world for so many reasons. But my husband and I, very early on, discovered Christine as Christine is the greatest thing in the world. Nobody can stand center stage and just deliver, a piece of musical theater like Christine Pedi. She doesn't need the runs. She doesn't need the riffs. She needs no tricks because she gets into the nuance in the lyrics like literally no performer you've ever seen, and you're left weeping because she's that brilliant. And I think it's, if you've seen her do Laughing Matters, it rips your heart out. It's so incredible. But on the other side of that, Christine Pedi has made us laugh more than anyone. I mean, if we had a nickel for every time Christine Pedi has made someone laugh, Elon would not be the first trillionaire. Okay? Michael and I have worked with her for over 20 years. We've done basements, we've done attics, we've done ground floor with her. And I think nobody embodies the spirit of Off-Broadway like Christine Pedi. She's the best at what she does, but she's also the best champion of it. She will go to see every single show. She will use her fabulous national radio show to promote everybody, and she genuinely loves it, and she loves people. And everybody loves Christine Pedi. Y'all know it. Everybody loves her. It's because she's always there. And I hope she's always going to be there. And I just wish so much she was here today, because if you know her, she'd have a lot to say.
I'm FaceTiming her.
Oh, I'm so surprised. She is on the FaceTime? Why don't we bring her up?
Get out of the way, Joe. Get out of the way.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, you guys. I'm about to go into wigs, so I don't know if you can see. But thank you so much. I'm so flattered and honored. I really am. And I can't see anybody. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, put it back to the mic. It was good on the
I
mic.
have to tell you, listen. This business, oh, how beautiful Sardi's looks. Oh, it's so pretty. I have to tell you, in this business, you know, you have to be proactive. We all know that as a performer, but there comes a point where you can only do so much, and you need somebody to show confidence in you and support you and give you opportunities. And Off-Broadway has done that for me and has kept me employed and solvent and insured and given me a place in the community. But the people who gave me the opportunities were, of course, Gerard Ellisandrini and John Friedson, who gave me a chance in non-equity Forbidden Broadway, and then took me off Broadway, and I lived there for over a decade. And then Tom and Michael Dangora, who gave me a chance in musical, and I was with that for over a decade. And it's a rare and wonderful thing to be employed in the theater, period. But the real joy, I think, is that I got to do it and do satirical comedy and laugh and stick a pin in all the fancy important people. And, you know, we got to laugh at the Kings or they'll make you cry. And I have to say that I think that that's responsible for so much more nourishment than even I gave it credit for. And so thank you to the Off-Broadway community for supporting these shows, and for the Forbidden Broadway family, because it is a family, and the musical family, because that is a family. Thank you guys for sustaining these shows and not just giving me a job and giving me a career, but also for keeping the comedy alive and for letting us all laugh at the right things and putting people in their place through laughter. I think that's pretty powerful, and I say let's have more of it. And thank you to the Off-Broadway Alliance. This is such a joy. Looking at you, you don't know what it's like to be in Kansas and look at Sardi's. And it's really so, it's a nice little shot in the arm. The Kansas is lovely, though, I must say. But you know what? Very flat Kansas. And I also want to say that I've seen Peter Friedman in more Off-Broadway plays than I literally can remember, but just so many, and I'm so honored to be in his company. So thank you again, you guys. I love you all.